Hi, in this video we're going to show you a tool you could use to optimize the services running on your computer. So hopefully you could disable some of them to get you a little more performance. So it's called PC Services Optimizer. So they have a free version, which we're going to be using today, and they also have a pay-for version. So if you go to their website, it tells you the difference here between the free and the pro. So with the free, you can't do complete service optimization with manual tune-up, and you can't use service profiles, and you also can't get updates or support, but it looks like you could optimize Windows 11 services and basic service optimization. And then if you want to buy the Pro version, right now it's on sale for $13. And that's for a 1-year subscription, which is not too bad if it's something you're going to use all the time, or you could just use it once and don't renew. Okay, so after you install it, the first time you run it, it's going to mention that Windows Defender has been detected and that it might interfere with the ability of the app to configure and optimize Windows services. And then you could add PC Service Optimizer to Windows Defender's exclusions. So if you click on Exclude, it does it for you, and you got to restart the application. Okay, so the first time you do it, this has been installed on this computer before, so that's why it's not asking me. It'll go through like a little questionnaire saying, are you using Bluetooth? Do you have a local printer installed? And then you could say yes or no, and that'll kind of build a profile, and that way it could help you decide what services you could actually disable safely. Okay, so we have the dashboard here with the performance. So service snapshots are turned on, so that way if you make some changes and you need to revert, you could go back to your snapshot and restore your previous settings. But if you do the user profile, this will bring up the same screen that it shows you at the beginning here. So if you want to just go through and say yes or no to these, then you have some security and privacy settings, internet and network, and then we have system functions. Like so, then just click on OK. All right, then we have the diagnostics, so 8 issues found. All right, so here's the suggestions based on what we put there. So change the service type to disabled for these specific services. So these services are optimized, so nothing to do there. And then you can apply it from here as well. And if you go to automatic tune-up, you have the option to only optimize the services based on that user profile that we just made, or you have the option here to optimize the user profile service besides other unnecessary Windows services. And then you could change your profile preferences here. And if you try to do the manual tune-up, you'll see you can't change them because you need the pay-for version for that. And that's the same thing you could get to from here. And then here you have your service profiles. But if you click on New Profile, you can't do that with the free version as well. And then you have a basic service manager. If you want to see your services, and if you click on Settings, you can see all services, just the Windows services, if they're stopped or started, Microsoft services, application services, and then you could sort and highlight as needed. So let's go back to all services here. And then you could click on one of them. You could start, stop, register, delete, find the location by clicking on that. Look at the properties. You could do a search too. And if you click on backup, you could create a snapshot. We'll just call this before changes. Then we'll enter a description. We'll just call it the same thing because you have to enter a description. Then up here we have some other options. Additional settings here. Language, UI mode, you want to change to dark or light. If you want to look at the guide, technical support, if you have the pay-for version, buy a license if you like it, and so on. Okay, so now we're ready to click on Optimize Services. So we'll click on the button there. Okay, so it tells you what it did here. So nothing was changed to automatic startup, nothing was changed to manual, and then it disabled these services here. And then you can sort by service name or registry name or the status. Now we go back home, it says no issues found. So it's a pretty basic program. You know, the free version might be able to help you out. And then like I said, if you want to undo your changes, you could go to your snapshot. So here's one I did before, which gave it its own name. So I'm going to go to before change, go to apply, or you could preview it. It shows you what it's going to do here. You could edit it, but I'm just going to apply it. So now it's restoring the services to the way they were before I made the change there. And now if I go back into it, I could optimize the services once again and change my settings if needed. All right, so there's your basic overview of PC Services Optimizer. So I will put a link in the description where you could download the free version and also the pay-for version, and then you could try it out for yourself. All right, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.